Alright, so welcome back to the Road to DreamHack Austin. I'm Brightside, joined here by Mez, my fellow co-caster. And we're here today to guide you guys through some of the hottest CSGO action in San Antonio, Texas, and the rest of the southern United States. We have two teams who have fought quite a bit to get where they are today. Mizesquad up against Kago Tea Time have both clawed their way to a place in the winter semifinals. The winner of this match will be going on to the winners final, and potentially even to Grands, as they fight for their lives in the upper bracket. Well, maybe not fight for their lives.
Claude indeed, Bright. As we all just saw here, Bright wasn't with us, but we saw Mizesquad finish off very strong at the end of the last game, having to take it the distance there. It was 16-13, 16-14 to win it all in their last game, and that was in Game 3 after going overtime in the first game, so they're jumping right back into games. So we're going to see how long they really can keep going, because Kago Tea Times had some time off at this point.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of absolutely crazy matches in the quarterfinals of this tournament. Earlier we saw the Turtle Squad go up against Anzio eSports, and that went to, it was a 2-0, but it was probably the most even 2-0 I've ever seen. And we wound up going to double overtime in Game 2 after a 16-14 Game 1 in favor of Anzio. So they were able to clutch it out, but they did not get there easily. So now Anzio is up against Intact eSports in their half of the semifinals. But here we have Kago Tea Time, who 2-0'd the previously seen Cucks and Taters, sending them to the lower bracket, and Mizesquad, who won 2-1 in a very fierce match against Fearless Reborn. Another another team that we saw earlier take down Team Renowned. In terms of those knocked out of the tournament, it looks like the SANLAN team, Kunder Thox, Potato Skins, and Team Verum are officially out of the tournament. We wish them best of luck in their future endeavors. But now, Team Portal is the first of lower bracket's second round to advance forward to round 3, where they will be facing either Turtle Squad or Team Renowned. However, Cucks and Taters going up against Late Game Kings after they were knocked into the lower bracket, and LBM's Large Lobes and Fearless Reborn clash it out in round 2 of the lower bracket. But for now, this is the big stage. This is the upper bracket where both of these teams are fighting for dominance and hoping to get their way to winners finals tomorrow.
So here we are, match start here. Mizesquad starting on the terrorist side. Looks like they're going to push T-Long towards Ivy.
Yeah, this is a pretty standard intro as far as terrorist pistol rounds go. You'll see them utilizing the really close angles near train in order to kind of bait out CT aggression.
First there. He manages to pick one before going down, but MiceQ picks up 2, picking off Trill. Should be a quick plant, and they're going to smoke connector.
Yeah, they just completely outmaneuvered the T's here, but Aegis, however, with the quick response, takes 1.
That was back by A2. Coming up towards Ivy. Down to just 1 remaining on Mizesquad is MiceQ himself, and he goes down to Logan Unknown.
Yeah, the clever movement there at the beginning of the round allowed them to get a very quick bomb plant down, but unfortunately it gave up pretty much all of their information, and once their hand was played, it was just a matter of the rotate, which, due to the nature of connector and the fact that it wasn't covered super well, meant that they could pierce both from that angle and from Pop Dog, leading to a very quick retake. Good stuff from Kago Tea Time. Definitely getting a glimpse into their kind of teamwork strategy that they hope to carry them to winners tomorrow.
Bunch of kills on different players too. Like to see that, especially in an early pistol round.
Oh yeah. And now they're loading up on those MP9s and that Scout. A lot of money to be gained from kills from those weapons, and with the utter lack of armor on everyone on T side, those kills are going to come quicker than you think. A little bit of utility, but not much. Looking to just get the bomb down for this second round.
So we've got Aegis and Logan Unknown are holding here on the B side, but it's going to be quick into A. All 5 members push out from Mizesquad.
Yeah, hella frags pushing out definitely makes them think twice about this kind of aggression.
Aegis coming around, but he's got multiple smokes to have to get around. CEVO shoots his own teammate. That's unfortunate. He hops forward. Manages to not get shot through that smoke. Logan Unknown finds Rapid Robbie. And quickly, Aegis and Logan find the last 2 kills to take all 3 down.
Yeah, Mizesquad looking very confident into that round with those early picks, but then Kago Tea Time, Zyphos, and Aegis really exploiting the jumping accuracy of that MP9. Not only gets a lot of shots into their opponents, but gets 1,200 for each kill. So now their wallet's looking very thick as compared to Mizesquad, who can barely afford AKs. However, those MP9s are not going to be super good against the armor, especially both on the head and on the chest of the Ts. So we're going to see how they have to overcome that. Plus, Big Soul, I think, doesn't even have a gun.
Interested to note there, Zyphos at the end of the round picked up the Scout and then passed it off to Trill, so let's see what Trill can do with it. A pair of trades go back and forth. Zyphos for KMZ. Lane goes down. Retro Q gets 1, turns back, gets a second. Most teammates help out.
This is another example of Mizesquad's just fantastic movement combined with tandem teamwork in order to just swamp a site. And by the time that they were on there, they didn't even have to get the bomb down. There wasn't enough time. I mean, how long was that round? 25 seconds? 30 seconds?
Short. The other thing of note there, they pulled out 5 AKs and rushed into a team that on second round, some of them, even after giving a weapon away, rebought SMGs. So they caught them a little bit sleeping and outgunned.
Yeah, I don't think they expected the armor picked up, but the bomb going down in that first round did give them the equipment necessary to pick up those rifles.
Just that TC side advantage, but they're going to push in quickly, but they don't have the bomb with them. They find one on top of train. Retro Q helps kill 2. They find another one in heaven. And quickly, Kago. These two teams going back and forth. Mizesquad gets themselves back in 2-2 now. Everybody's got a decent little pool of money, so I expect some full buys here.
Yeah, Trill's just bursting through the smoke there on the side in between the 2 train stockyards. Just completely caught everyone off guard there and just resulted in an absolute whirlwind that really, I mean, how do you recover from that? So now both teams do have quite a bit of rifles. Mizesquad, however, has the advantage in terms of utility, and we're seeing a lot more biased, more gun round-esque plays, not the senseless rushing.
Molotov's keeping Robbie from moving in further to help up his teammates. Team's able to find a couple kills here. Cerus pushing in. Mizesquad's being patient with the side of the train. Zyphos gets one, but Sin catches him.
Really clever smoke there, cutting off connector. That means that there's really only 2 ways for them to come through. Trill looks like he's heading towards train yard, trying to move in through 2. But this is going to be a quick and easy bomb plan. If they set up a crossfire towards Pop Dog, there's really no angle of attack.
Hiding back A1. Now it looks like they're going to go A2 and A1. It's going to be a 2-on-1 pushing in here. So they got both tunnels covered. Should help them disperse.
Sin hiding between the trains. That op positioned on Trill might cost a lot, however, if he gets to the right side. And indeed it does, as he picks up Sin and finishes out the round. Very back and forth here.
I like that they made the movement. They didn't like what they had in connector, especially having, I think that was an op going that direction. No, Bixel had the rifle, so it was a smart play.
Yeah, it was very good positioning by them. I think both of these squads are definitely exhibiting a lot of team play and really good communication in terms of their picks and how they're approaching these sites.
Just to let everybody know, we've got Train, Mirage, and Cash are our lineup for this particular game.
Those are maps that we've seen quite a lot of, but I think this is the first match we've seen on Train so far, unless I'm mistaken, and Mizesquad originally played that in their last game. Aegis again opting for the MP9. Interesting choice. Shot by Trill there with the op. Manages to get one. Not another though, but he manages to delay that push. Make him think twice.
Couple on Train. Trill manages to take one down. Zyphos.
4-2 for Kago Tea Time. Definitely proving that those first 2 rounds were not just a fluke. Getting this kind of advantage, especially on CT's side, is not unheard of on a map like Train, where the rotates can be so fast and sites aren't too difficult to retake. But it also speaks to their ability to work as a team, that whenever they strike fast. And from 10 seconds, Mizesquad goes from 5 men alive to 0.
Be interested to see what they can do here. Go back to the pattern, because everybody's been winning 2 rounds in a row. Let's see if that pattern continues. Looks like they're going to work towards B. And there's a lot of stack from CT on A right now. One
Really
Ivy,
clever
one A,
pop
one
flash.
right on top of each other. Rapid Robbie manages to get one with the Deagle, and he's going to get out of his connector, but taken down by Bixel. But it's going to leave limited resources here on B, as they've got 4 that can push through the smoke here. Oh, and there's another smoke that kept them just far enough here. They're standing on top.
Oh my god, Aegis completely passes by! He doesn't manage to take out Retro Q, but
he picks up the bomb, and now he's going to get the plant down.
then it's going to do quite a bit of damage. If they're able to hold this from upper onto B site, they might be able to just wait and let them come to them, but it looks like they're not just satisfied.
Teammate down, 1v3. Can he get the double? Now it's a 1v1. Looking around for he knows he's upper.
Oh my god, these guys are giving me heart attacks.
I would have loved to have seen more of a stall there.
Yeah, Kago Tea Time does go up 5-2 and secures definitely an economic lead. It's possible that Mizesquad might be able to buy out this round, but with only 3,200 on some of their players, it's going to be difficult to get full rifles along with utility and armor. And it looks like indeed they are opting for a save, or maybe they're still discussing it. Meanwhile, Kago Tea Time, no hesitance at all to pick up those weapons, and that op here on Train is going to make A site just that much harder to take for Mizesquad.
Working themselves here into a nice position. Stacking heavily A again, not a lot left for B.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to catch this rotate in time. Aegis, the only man left on site. We've seen his skill with the MP9, but can we see it with the M4?
Here's a rush. B is all the way in upper B. Bomb, excuse me, is in upper B.
He might be able to spot KMZ, but can't spot it in time.
Aegis is alone, and they're definitely pushing in on him. He manages to take one down before Rapid Robbie puts one through his dome. Eagle movement, just enough. Mizesquad gets another on Trill. There goes down Logan Unknown. Bixel's trying to push up. He wins the battle against KMZ. Zyphos is with him, works up onto Coltrane.
Yeah, Zyphos at 100 HP, something Pixel is far from being able to claim, but they do have a really nice position.
Shoots through his teammate, but does get the kill.
That might have just cost him the round, especially when there's only 7 HP left on Retro, but he instead opts for the save. The bomb's been down for a really long time now. He might be able to sneak around Pop Dog and get Retro, but really that's all he can ask for.
I think he'd be better off not even going anywhere near it.
Yeah, no, he's playing very conservatively. However, looks like Mizesquad will unfortunately fall to the bomb. So, oh wait, looks like we have a little bit of a drop. Maybe a tactical pause might be coming in soon for Mizesquad. There it is, yeah.
There it is, indeed.
Yeah, tech pause here.
So good round for Mizesquad to win it back. Really needed to get something going there.
Yeah. The momentum is kind of broken a little bit. Hokago Tea Time, however, has been known to come back from that kind of back and forth situation. So we're going to really have to see how the mental game stresses these players. Mizesquad, I mean, it's so early to tell, but it looks like their ethos is really based on the idea of winning those individual aim duels, whereas Hokago Tea Time is a little bit slower, but still heavily reliant on individual prowess.
Important round here then, because they've got all the power in the world that they need. Ooh. Nice shot from KMZ. That's a great first one to get something going.
Peeking over the smoke there was super risky, and he took the bait. But now they're headed out towards Pop Dog. Look at this flood of tees.
Pixel gets one. Mizesquad finds Logan Unknown. Zyphos kills Rapid Robbie. Spray onslaught of kills coming around. Trying to get the bomb out onto A now. It's 2v1.
That's another TK that we've seen the second in 2 rounds. Retro taking out his teammate. And all of a sudden, Aegis is in a position where he could potentially win this.
He's in the fire, though. He's going to have to move. He gets himself behind electrical box.
Catches him going for the gun.
Retro doing a nice job hiding behind the red train there, allowing himself time to reload and then step back when he was ready, taking the fight on his terms.
Pistol v pistol there, and unfortunately, Mizesquad is able to overpower the enemy player in time. So it's interesting to see the scoreline here. Mize, the titular character of his own squad, actually not doing super hot. 7 and 8, so high impact fragger, but dying quite a bit too. Meanwhile, very balanced across the board for Hokago Tea Time. There will be no carries today, and if they are, we're not going to see them for a while. Look at this.
Here's a quick run. Hokago's coming straight for him. They don't have any guns other than pistols. They're going to try to get what they can. Try and get a nice eco here. They jump down. They're able to get 1, 2, 3. Retro helps out.
Oh no! 2 knives? Oh my god, he knifed another teammate. Retro, you're eventually going to get banned from the server if you keep TTKing.
Definitely an interesting route to go. Bixel has no real shot here.
Man.
I've seen crazy things happen, but...
This is not looking super hot for Mizesquad. I mean, they do have the economic advantage, but they do have the round here, but... I mean, they just lost 3 players to a massive pistol, like, rush, basically.
Five. Here we go. Again, Mizesquad showing, doesn't matter how many games we play consecutively, we're going to keep ourselves in it.
This has probably been one of the most, like, blitzy matches we've seen so far. I mean, what? We were only, like, 15 minutes into this game and we've already seen 10 rounds?
Yep. So the pattern was 2-2-3-3, now it should be 4-4, right?
Maybe. I imagine one of these teams isn't going to like it too much. P250s and CC75 team up for a double kill. Retro Q and Rapid Robbie both fall.
Kago
looks like they are going to get the bomb down.
Do what they can. Yeah, they will indeed. And here comes the rotate. 3 through connector. 1 goes down in Trill.
Good prowess with the AK from Mizesquad as he drops down to a more defensive position. Unfortunately gets spotted out and taken down by Logo Unknown, who
Sin's
busts back.
their ass, but here comes Aegis behind. He's low health. May have a shot here though.
Wow, the MAC-10 jumping accuracy saved him there, along with a little bit of team damage. So much this game.
The team damage is really costing teams here. It's amazing how much.
Yeah. Also, Mizesquad finally breaks the curse, taking 4 rounds in a row instead of 3. Let's see if maybe this can power them through the rest of the half. They do have a little bit of an economic advantage, 8,500 in the hands of Sin. Meanwhile, the richest man on Kago sitting at a stately 550. We were looking at used Civic versus newer used Civic money.
So quick rush, multiple members going for Ivy. Some spraying on point though. Retro Q takes down Logan Unknown, but Pixel pops him. There's a nice op shot from Zyphos. Takes down Rapid Robbie.
Smoke popped a little bit late.
Gonna have a friendly. He fires into the smoke, doesn't catch, and looks away. The AK spray, but Trill picks it up in response.
Zyphos with that false sense of security there. Unfortunately, he didn't think anyone was going to be an Ivy, but by the time he took a look, it was way too late. This giant open B bomb site means that KMZ is going to have a real tough time getting any kind of bomb down, especially now that Trill knows he's somewhere on A.
I wish we could see how close that bullet missed when he was in the smoke. Trill makes a nice one
hear
pop.
It whiz.
I'm sure.
That's so great stuff from both of these teams. 6-6, tied up yet again. Both of these teams are just not going to give it up. I can see why both of them let Train get through the map veto pool.
It's an interesting map. It's one that can really show what your team is made of, because I think this is one of the most open maps, period. You've got so many ways you can attack from, so many ways you can defend from.
I mean, look at B side alone. It's basically just a giant room. And because of that, long-range weaponry like that of the CTs or just always the AWP can make a huge
rush
difference
gets
like we're seeing right now.
By the molly there. Sniper too much, and now the spray down from Vegas. He gets 2. Probably should have stepped back and gone for the reload to try and get 3 and 4, but they're going to get the bomb plant down at the back of Train. Bixel's coming behind. KMZ's watching. Got it cleanly.
Great op shot there. That's definitely an angle you want to hold
was
because
watching
of the power.
upper, but looked away from the flashbang.
The upper position is so strong it's important to guard it, but now Logo Unknown somehow survives that torrent of taps.
Nice flick as he comes around back to the spawn. Oh, the surf around the bullet. Wow. That was
He used to play TF2, I guarantee you. So he gets the headshot, but unfortunately the bomb is ticking way too fast for him to do anything about it. He does get an op and a CZ and 2 frags for his trouble, but he also keeps his kit and armor. So overall, you know, they did lose the round, Kago, but not that bad of a position.
Definitely first could be had.
Most likely to see some CZs and armor in the hands of Bixel and Zyphos, unless we see other upgraded pistols from them. But instead it looks like it's almost going to be a full save. They're not looking to buy to support that up. We do see a couple upgraded pistols from everyone, but I mean, it's just so
we do get armor
unbalanced.
across the board. Not all helmets, but we do get armor across the board. So they're trying to do something with this round.
Yeah, no helmets because of the AK and the op.
Heavy push out. Mizesquad comes straight on out. Takes Trill down. Retro Q's on top of Yellow Train. Takes down Zyphos, now looking connector. Mizesquad takes down. Was looking upper, but it was actually lower stairs.
Yeah, look for the wall bang from Pop Dog. Didn't catch anything, and it actually led him away from the target that was visible. Logo none now. In a 1v2, Mizesquad at almost full health, and that CZ doesn't do a lot against armor.
Rapid Robbie turned somebody into some crispy chicken.
Smoke is popped, giving him a pretty clear rotate towards B, but looks like the bomb is actually going to drop down. He spots Mizesquad, but he doesn't have the gun out in time.
Does manage to get Mizesquad now. Now Rapid Robbie's hiding. He's only got 17 HP, so it's just going to take a tap.
It was the 50-50 chance, and unfortunately he guessed wrong. So he will fall and give an op to the enemy team, but he did quite a bit of damage there. I mean, Mizesquad has been winning these rounds over and over again. They did have that little bit of a falter on round 13. But, I mean, look at their economy. They're not doing well. Retro can't even afford a full gun and armor. Nonetheless, nades.
That's really unfortunate. He's going to have to try and pick something up or hope. Play smart. That's all you can hope of him, and just... We all know how it gets. You feel like you need that moment, you need to go kill it yourself. Don't. Let your teammates help. Yeah.
Either that or you can just sit behind, hope someone gets fragged, and take his gun.
Bixel, I don't know how the volley didn't hit him in the face. He ran right onto it. Trill picks up one Rapid Robbie takes down Pixel. KMZ working from Ivy. Ultimately goes down by Vegas' hands. Trill pops down the bomb, working from Heaven.
Wow.
Takes
That's
the final
CT
bullet
defense.
from a CZ.
7 and 8, and probably the fastest half we've seen. That was when we saw that openness of the map really come into effect, the thing that you were talking about earlier. On A site, I mean, not only do you have to worry about people tracking from train yard, you have to worry about people on top of the boxes, you also have to worry about people up in that glass area. I mean, if you're up in Heaven and you have an op, you can see the entire site. There is no hiding.
This is a lot of fun here, so we're going to jump right in. Love when they just ready up and we can get right back to the game.
God bless. I'm actually super on the fence. Usually we like to make predictions, but honestly, this is too close to call.
This one's a lot of fun to watch here, so let's see what everybody can do. I'm interested to see because my squad really liked being super aggressive there as Cerus. Let's see if they continue to do the same thing with CT and try to cut off angles. So far, we see them pushing. 4 on A, 2 pushing Ivy, and they're going to find nobody home. So likely the rotate quickly going to come to B. And there we see one connector going B. And KMZ is alone back of that tunnel there.
Yeah, Rapid Robbie and Sin are going for Frank, but
Trill ultimately takes him down.
yeah,
Now
great stuff.
he's going to get 1, 2.
My
Great
God.
lines of sight set up. Spams through the flashbang and the smoke. He's going to work on top of the train. I think a knife's going to come in here.
Oh my
Tries
God,
to get
so
greedy.
disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. The spin around prevents him from dying.
Yeah, you saw Rapid Robbie and Sin, who I guess were supposed to hold A side, decide, you know what, we're going to go for the flank, and away they went. But it wasn't until we saw them peeking out on B side that they really got going. And you think like, oh, 5v3 on pistol round, the 5's going to win every time. But in this case, because of those just so distorted sightlines, especially on ramp, where you can see the feet before they can see your feet, all of a sudden it cost them quite a few. That's a 4-0 to end that round.
Indeed.
2
Looks like
scouts
we're-
picked up by Mize and Sin, most likely going towards mid and on A, and Sin proves he can use them.
There was a thought there to go B heavily, and then they immediately decided to stop. Not sure why, what changed there. Ivy's hitting each other. Sin and Trill, excuse me, Logan unknown, but Trill does take down Retro Q. KMZ takes down Trill.
Yeah, CZs
Vegas
are just not suited to these
continuing
long
to do work.
sidelines. Wow, never mind, I stand corrected. Bixel with the crazy one tap into Mizesquad's dome.
They're up 3-1 now. Connectors with Rapid Robbie left. Manages to get Aegis.
Yeah, just crouched in that corner there. He didn't have the mobility to get out and get behind some cover. So, rough going for Rapid Robbie, but he's done his job. Now it looks like, again, we're in that back and forth modem. Economic situation looks pretty grim for both of these teams, honestly. You see this triple scout buy from Mizesquad? Rapid Robbie, KMZ, and Retro Q.
Quadra Scout.
Oh my God, is it really? This is Napoleonic warfare. Are they going to line up and apply gunpowder to their weapons with a wad of tissue?
Pixel shoots down Rapid Robbie. There's 1 scout gone. They're going to be able to just outshoot these scouts. Cyphos gets Sin as he's looking down through Ivy. Logan unknown picks Retro Q trying to go kill down dead homie. Just odd order of play here.
Yeah, very strange. We saw just how successful eco rounds can be despite the long sightlines, but this is the example that those long sightlines tend to trouts those with CZ75s. So now Mizesquad, 19 left. He's probably going to just try to save the armor, what little of it he has left, at least effectively, and maybe a CZ for his troubles.
I just don't understand the scouts. 1 scout, 2 scouts maybe, but 4 and no SMGs? That's very questionable.
Maybe they're listening on the cast. Maybe they thought to themselves, you know what, these maps are open. Maybe we do need a scout or 2. And then some guy said, yeah, we also need a scout or 2. And then that's how that happened.
Yeah, but it's not Team Fortress 2. You don't want a ton of scouts.
Nor do you want 4 snipers.
No, not typically.
Unless you're on 2 Fort. What was up with that? Anyway. Big rifles coming out from Kago at tea time. No ops, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult to counterplay, but they don't have to worry about it. Luckily, there's pretty much nothing in the hands of my squad except for 4 nades. Are we going to expect a stack here?
Yeah, I think they thought it was scouts' knives. That can come up. Logan unknown picking down 2. Working into A main here. They've got this night. Only 1 live left.
Wow.
Picks up the triple D-do.
What is up with these insanely quick rounds? So back and forth. This is probably the most fun game of CS I've ever had the pleasure of observing. 9,750 for Logo Unknown means that he will be able to buy out not only for his team, but also for the other if he feels like it. But interestingly enough, no ops for Kago Tea Time. They maybe just not feel confident. They maybe think it's just not worth it.
I think not worth it right now. They've got plenty of money, and why force anything extra than they have to? So they've won the last 3 rounds in a row. They're probably going against full buys now. Sin catches the dropping down Trill. Eats one to the face. They drop a nade down the stairs, but it's not going to be enough. Sin's still where he turns.
Wow.
Catches a Kago. Excuse me, T. They're all T's. Zyphos. And Rapid Robbie dies to Agos.
I made that mistake like 5 times. Notice how Sin just planted himself in Pop Dog and stayed there, holding not 1, not 2, but 3 angles all at once. He manages to hold them, take 2 kills, and all of a sudden, that's an entire quarter of the map that you just cannot go to.
Logan wins it.
I think it's Logo Unknown.
I think you are correct. Logan. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. My name is actually Logan, so when you keep saying that, I was like, hold up, I'm very well known in certain circles. Alright, so it looks like they've realized that the Scouts is a little bit of a mistake. So they only opt for 1 in the hands of Retro Q, who is not ESEA verified, at least I don't think he is.
Sitting on 3 AKs, though, as CT.
Yeah, very interesting gun makeup. I guess most players prefer the AK anyway, so it's not exactly a downgrade. Oh my god, pushing through the fire like this, and there's only more fire waiting for him.
And he's the only person out there right now, so he's super exposed.
Interesting game that was.
Logo manages to pick off Retro Q, and Sin takes down Zyphos. He's retreating over to Ivy. He's about to have a customer there. Beautiful blind at the right time. Means Logo Unknown goes down. KMZ's got a shot at 2, manages to take down 1 before dying.
Yeah, Sin's pop flash earlier in that round just completely shut down the offensive, and it looks like Rapid Robbie on his side is about to shut him down even more. Pixel, the last man standing in the 1v2.
Enough health here. Takes 1 to the 2 to the dome, maybe. Or he can drop.
Well, good stuff from this team. 10-11. Again, this game is just back and forth, back and forth. I mean, I'd like to say that some team has some advantage, but everyone's winning ecos. Everyone's losing gun rounds. We got 4 scouts on 1 team.
Another overtime brewing, perhaps?
Oh, goodness. It's just that these rounds are so fast. It feels like we just started and we're already on round 22.
Definitely working through it here quickly.
Man's showing off his knife.
And Tea Time decides, hey, let's take to our name. Let's slow down a little bit, have ourselves, you know, tea time.
Little 11 Cs for him. Yeah, this is definitely the slowest round we've seen, but even then, the CT positioning in Pop Dog, Rapid Robbie, where Sin was just 2 rounds ago.
This goes down, and still members lurking slowly, walking in here towards B. There's only 1 defending if they would push out there quickly.
Another AUG pickup. I wonder what it is about that gun that's just attracting people to it. However, their nudeness on the B side has been noted and exploited by the T's. They get the bomb down real quick.
Zyphos manages to win the duel out there versus Rapid Robbie. Mizesquad looking down, snipes to save. A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Oh, they walk right past each other. He gets the no-scope through the smoke, but it isn't enough.
KMZ walked through the smoke at kind of a weird angle there. Not sure what he was trying to accomplish. Let's see what Logo can do here.
No way!
Trying to pull the
Oh my
double.
god, that's not enough! He hides in the smoke for it!
Wow, an epic play from Logo Unknown there.
No way! The guts on this man. Hides in the smoke while being shot at for like, what, 10 seconds? Gets 1 frag, almost gets another, and then finishes him off after reloading? I would call attack pause after that. I'd be shook as hell. So now we see pistols on the other foot, or in the other hands rather, from Mizesquad. A couple of CZs, a Deeg in the hands of Mizesquad.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Looks like a
if we do
fairly
see
balanced
timeout
setup.
soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. An ace stack here as well, leaving B site literally naked. The only one available to even rotate fast is Mizesquad.
3 pushed Ivy, so now 2 pushing through to T spawn.
Yeah, if they don't get their butts in gear, this could be a nasty flank for Hokage Tea Time.
We see Rapid Robbie about to walk up behind 1. He's got 1, 2 to CZ.
Make it 3, cup of tea, can he get 4? Needs one more.
Forever young.
Forever young. I wanna be forever.
How bad does he want it? How bad can he find it? Gonna have a chance here. Rapid Robbie coming around the corner. He gets the
Oh.
ace!
An ace from Rapid Robbie. Crazy CZ play, segmented by fantastic AK spray control. What is this game? This is like the craziest game I've ever seen of CSGO.
This is truly a shuffled deck, and there you just saw the ace of spades.
Mizesquad looking to royal flush Kago's chances away. However, unable to do so. Look at these CZ75 lineups. I mean, we've seen so many 1 ecos this game, even just this half.
Speaking of flushing, they move through past toilets, taking the bomb along with them.
Yeah, they're very conservative positioning from the T's, not something we're used to.
Rapid Robbie pushed up on his train, but they're all pushing towards B now. RetroQ did take a little bit of damage, but he's going to spam to the smoke and get a free one.
Yeah, through the smoke there, definitely taking advantage of that choke point down the hill. Makes it very difficult for the T's to approach.
The right time to save a teammate. 4v2 as they push on here. Mizesquad goes down to Pixel.
Yeah, inhuman reactions there with the CZ.
Pixel's got the flame, so if he can live alive, he should just go throw it right now on it. Rapid Robbie knows it, tries to stop him from doing it.
Goes for the duel if Aegis can get there in time. Play it close. Oh no, he peeked a little bit too early.
Oh, how dirty that was.
Yeah, Rapid Robbie, the timing of the gods here secures him round 24 in his own team's favor. So now they're inching closer and closer. I think this is the first time we can say a team has actually had an advantage.
Rapid Robbie having an amazing CT round. I think he was 4th frag on his team, and now sitting on 2nd, sitting 23-16. He's done very well here on the CT side.
I know he's going hard as can be. That ace earlier, I think, really gave him the boost of confidence he needs, and hopefully that lasts him not just for this game, but for the rest of the series.
Absolutely. Mizesquad spraying down A main, unable to get one. Logo Unknown goes down, but Sin falls in response by Bixel.
Yeah, great bust back there by Bixel.
Peek out.
Wow.
A nice shot on Bixel, and that's bomb down.
That's incredible. Bomb is back down in CT squad. They have to go all the way back, so even though it is a 4v2, they will have a little bit of security in that sense. So, Bixel trying the old trick.
KMZ's just got to be patient.
Maybe a little bit too patient.
Trill's dome.
All right, well, good stuff from them. 14-11, and this is pretty close to tie point. All he needs is to secure one more round, and then it's impossible to technically lose this map. Of course, OT is a possibility, as we discussed earlier. So now, interesting economic situation. Despite all those 1 rounds, Sin is looking broke as can be. The rest of his teammate, however, swagging out, purchasing barely used Civics.
This is the largest differential I think we've had in the game.
Yeah, I think so. I think 3 rounds. Yeah, it really is. That's crazy.
Pushing Ivy. Retro gets 2 out of the deal.
Crazy spray.
Eagles. Now they're going to swing back out of Ivy. Zypho's still sitting in the area. Flicks his weapon across.
Ooh, and that molly right at the end of the smoke is going to prevent any kind of run. Gets some damage from the deagle shots, but it's not enough to put one down.
He's going to spam on through that smoke. Get all he can at it. Still chilling at Ivy. He really wants this.
He's been spraying through that smoke. He's kind of taking advantage of the lack of willingness to rotate that Mizesquad has kind of been going through. And now it looks like the terrorists or the CTs just protecting every angle that they can and just bullying the hell out of Mizesquad.
They've got 57 seconds left of time here, so they're going to have to move a little bit. Aegis about to walk around the wrong corner.
Oof. Evens it up.
Catches.
30. Nice. Good stuff from Sin.
On Zyphos. Got a turn. Yeah.
Man, that was a pretty nutty round. Now Mizesquad sitting at match point. One more and they can end this insane game of CSGO.
Let's see what Kago can buy. Everybody can buy. And if not, there's a drop for 1 person. So should we see 4 AKs and an op here? I see Bixel on 4,700. I'm not sure why. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, just waiting a little bit, shopping around, trying to get a good deal. But this is Mizesquad's game to win. I mean, look at all the utility they have. They can't carry any more nades.
Trill trying to be patient, waiting on that angle.
The CT advantage here is definitely working in their favor. It looks like this close game might be a little bit of a shutout for its final fifth.
Mizesquad maybe about to have company if everybody jumps down. Pixel catches Sin trying to be too aggressive. KMZ, nice one on Logo Unknown. Now
what a
on
repeak. And nading down in Pop Dog, that's a valuable position, which is why they've had such a difficult time holding on to it.
Rapid at point blank. Manages to pick up another.
That Cloud9 Stewie 2K sticker is just a little different. Alright, so Mizes finishes him off. 16-12 and was, or 16-11, and what was probably the most even game we've seen yet. I mean, until the last bit.
Yeah, definitely a lot of back and forth on that game. And now we move on to Mirage. Let's see if we can't get that giveaway going right now. Let's see if
Hopefully
we can't
we'll be able to
get the information. We've had enough time for everybody to get their items. So we're going to spam it one more time. Just a last chance to get on it.
Remember, if you want to participate in this giveaway, go ahead and click that little Cerus icon that's going to be on your screen on Twitch. Go ahead and click Join Giveaway. That way you'll be able to qualify for any of our prizes today or tomorrow, which can include tabletop game pieces, free tickets to DreamHack, spectator tickets, of course, that last all 3 days long. Plenty of opportunities.
Best little shot here at it. While we've got this moment, I want to go ahead and say thanks again to all of our sponsors, SANLAN, DreamHack, and Mothership Books and Games for all the raffles that we've got. Again, we've got one coming up here. We'll definitely have more tomorrow for sure, but waiting to hear who we can get.
And don't forget the spectator tickets. I think we're going to be giving one out pretty soon before the day is up. 3-day spectator passes to DreamHack Austin, so you can enjoy not only the fantastic CS tournament featuring the winners, and maybe even some of the losers of today's tournament, but you can also watch all of the Melee competition, the MTG tournament that's going on, StarCraft tournament that's going on, as well as any other game that your heart pleases, all at DreamHack Austin. So if you want to get there and you want to get there for free, be sure to join that giveaway.
Hardware vendors, tabletop games, Magic the Gathering, you name it, what you're into, cosplay events. To be honest, one of the most underrated pieces of the whole thing, the soda vendor that they have had for the last 2 years has been absolutely fantastic. Make sure you get the big cup.
I wish I had set this up. I actually have the metal mug that they imprint with the DreamHack logo right next to me on my desk, filled with water right now. Trust me, this is a mug that you buy once and you use it for life. And plus, if you bring it to an event, you get a discount. Granted, you always want to buy another, though, because they have those cool stamps.
And they were different shapes, so my buddy got one the first year. He ended up just reusing his, so he didn't have to buy the cup. He just got to buy the 3-day pads with it. So,
yeah.
So absolutely delicious, all with, I believe it was pure cane sugar.
Pure cane sugar, all of it's handmade in Texas in small batches. It's absolutely fantastic. Super bad for you, but that's kind of the point.
Yeah, we're a bunch of people playing video games.
Yeah, we're not here to eat celery. Get out of here. So now we're getting into game 2.
It will be in Austin, so perhaps the the vegan convention is the week before, week after. Perhaps that is your thing.
I know a few years ago, 2 years ago at DreamHack Austin, there was actually a farmer's market going on outside on the on Friday, I think it was. Maybe it was Saturday. Yeah, so you could actually go out. So not only did you have your like handmade honey, you had like handmade sandwiches and like all manner of. Oh, there was this guy selling honey in straws, like pixie sticks. They were just filled with honey. Probably just as bad for you, but hey.
Delicious. Plus, it can help you deal with you know, some of the allergen problems we can have here in Austin at times. So
True.
get that local beef honey.
Pollen's been absolutely crazy here in Texas. Anyone from outside of state, I wouldn't judge you if you brought one of those face masks, like a surgical mask. Wouldn't judge you at all. Luckily, we are on the tail end of it.
I think Austin's the worst in Texas.
Austin gets it worse?
Yeah. The cedar trees here just make it so bad.
Cedar's tough here. We also get oak. So I guess we're a bit more diverse, but you guys probably get hit by the cedar much harder.
It'd be really bad.
But Texas weather, bring shorts. Bring shorts. This isn't like advice. This is like a requirement. You really gotta bring shorts. I remember I've had a couple friends come from Texas, especially from places like California, and they think, oh, you know, California gets hot. It gets like 80 in the summer. Nah.
Yeah, especially people who live on the coast. They're really not ready.
Yeah, no, people who live in like the more, not humid, what's the word I'm thinking of? More like temperate climates. They think to themselves, like, you know, I've dealt with hot. I've been to the beach once. Nah, bitch. Like, it gets hot as hell when you're in San Antonio. And I imagine it gets even hotter in Austin.
This is the first time in summer, so the last couple ones have been in April.
Yeah. In April, it's not, I mean, it's hot. It's like 85, but it's not that bad. This one's in like summer. Like,
yeah,
we're looking at 105.
This last week it dipped down to what, 50? So, you know,
Yeah.
weird things happen in Texas right now.
Yeah, Texas weather's weird.
We're at 9 players ready, still waiting on number 10.
Oh, bomb's been planted. Look out, boys. Alright, so it looks like everyone's readied up, and it looks like we're ready to get into Game 2 of this series. Probably one of the most back and forth and even matches that we've seen all time. And remember, after this series, we are going to be doing our second giveaway of the day, so be sure to get into that. Click that little Cerus Gaming icon on the bottom right and figure it out. Because if you click that join giveaway button, that was kind of rude, but if you click that join giveaway button, you will be eligible to win those free spectator passes for 3 days, as well as a bunch of other goodies. So Mizesquad did manage to take the first game. We're going to have to see if they can 2-0 this, but it does look like this is their map pick. They did choose CT, which is considered to be the more advantageous side, so hoping to get those early rounds in.
We got 3 palace, 2 ramp, and here come in the grenades. So Rapid Robbie's going to have to step up onto the box. Here come the flashbangs. Let's see if he can get one out. Fires up at Palace, manages to get one on a drill. That's a headshot down and falls back into his own spawn. Great play there.
Yeah, that was a nutty shot from Robbie.
1 cat. Now 3 CT is what they're going to have to work with. So they're going to have to work on the retake here. The smoke dissipates. Rapid Robbie slowly working himself around, trying to find an angle. Gets taken down by Aegis. Exotic finds him. So looks like we did have a substitution. Exotic is now in.
Yeah, the lack of jungle rotates really gave them limited options, but now they're on site with full control. He gets the defuser, another kill for him.
And that's everybody. Exotic's got it, and he's got the defuse kit. He's definitely got this nice and cleaned up. With 2 health. With
yeah,
2
definitely playing in the clutch here. Exotic proving that he's viable not just on Train, but on Mirage as well. So that was just a crazy peek, a really messy rotate, and then it was almost like a retake of a retake when the T's came in, especially the one in Palace, who came out and got his double kill. So super clutch situation, but good on Exotic for taking the first round and potentially the next 2 for Mizesquad.
Really simple buyout here. Why they subbed in Exotic after winning the first round.
It might have just been a logistical issue. It
Maybe
also could have been something else.
Yeah, that's my thought. I think it's a map thing more than anything. So, you know, Exotic's already proven, hey, yeah, I can do okay.
Yeah,
Ice Cube picks up one, Exotic picks up another, shooting down mid. It's providing suppressing coverage. But now they have the bomb in upper mid, and Retro.
Wow.
Customers here to deal with from spawn.
Yeah, no head armor there means one shot will kill to the head. Was he running with the knife out?
Because everybody gets greedy. And he's going to take shots in the back here momentarily.
Ooh.
Or take a rifle.
Yeah, logo unknown. Did not go down without a fight there. Does trade himself out, and that's a little bit of damage, but it's really going to be a matter of what they do this round. And they decide to buy it up. Zyphos unlikely to be able to get his full due, but they do manage to find an op somehow. Where did they get all this money?
Not real sure.
Yeah.
Doing well enough. I mean, one person with the op, I guess. AKs aren't bad. They're only 2,700, so a little doable. Smokes here in high mid. The Cerus fan out here. The bomb does get dropped. KMZ takes a shot into upper mid, gets down Aegis.
Yeah, that's rough. Trill, however, opted to take the AWP into A site, just trying to poke and prod, and it looks like he might find Exotic or Robbie with Zyphos backing him up.
Trill takes down Exotic with a nice op shot. Point blank, ow.
Zyphos in a tough position here. Retro Q coming in through connector, and Mize soon to follow. It's all a matter of can they get the bomb on site before Mize Q gives the go-ahead for the push.
People asking who Trill is. Trill is when you hustlin', Trill is when you grind.
It's when you
is
true,
punch in and clock overtime.
and when you reel. Wait, is that... Oh.
Yeah,
I thought we were going off of Urban Dictionary definitions, because there ain't no dictionary... well, there ain't no dictionary definitions, but...
absolutely not. Houston's Paul Wall.
So now we have our first real... well, actually, no, it's not a real gun round. First off, 2 dudes on Mizesquad have pistols, and Hokage T-Time is packing the MAC-10.
Mizesquad has no money, so either he bought for somebody and handed off. Rapid Robbie
Whoa,
takes down
Rapid
two
Robbie!
in Palace.
Yeah, crazy spray there. Logo unknown going to go in and try to refrag for it, but it's way too late. The damage is done.
Team members very frustrated. Pixel's very frustrated with what he's them being pushing. But Rapid Robbie does pay the price for sticking around too long. Logo unknown takes him down.
Yeah, super greedy there, but as they move into A site,
makes a nice pick on the Zyphos. Exotic takes down Trill, and there goes Logo unknown. So Mizesquad takes that round, puts them up 3-1.
yeah, it just took 38 seconds to get there. Rapid Robbie's spray down in Palace just completely negated any confidence they had going into that round. And yeah, he was greedy and stayed around and wound up trading for it. But those kind of trades, when you already have all the information on where everyone is, that's never going to favor the T's, no matter what.
Is Hokago's back broken?
It might be. It honestly might be a little bit of a mental thing. I mean, last round was so goddamn fast-paced, they probably don't even have time to, you know, digest everything. And Exotic gets 2 kills with the Molotov there,
They
just
take the
shredding
site,
Hokago.
Yeah. Greatly placed, and it was not just the molly. The molly helped, but the frag really took them down a big chunk of health. So great grenade toss.
Yeah.
Wins them that round.
3 people died to grenades that round on the T side. 3. 2 to a molly, and then the last one to a frag.
Really,
Insane use of utility.
You could argue as a 4th given the assist on the other.
Well, that grenade almost just pretty much pecked everyone. It might as well have been a grenade ace. But now we see a much different position. Instead of rushing towards A with that very aggressive peek, hoping to catch the CTs off guard, they instead move towards mid.
Rapid Robbie saw it momentarily, but didn't have anything great on it.
Yeah, Trill and Aegis on A side, both blocked off by the smoke. Hokage gets a pair of frags, though, for the trouble. Leaves the bomb stranded in mid.
Kagos look like they may have a round in them yet. 4 members still alive. Trill gets dropped down to 3, but doesn't die.
Mizesquad might be able to pick off Logo unknown, but even if he does, Bixel and Zyphos are closing in on his position. And indeed, he does not. 4-0 at the end of that round for 4-2 for Hokago T-Time. Are we going to see another super back and forth game?
I don't know.
Kind of hoping for it.
I'd hope for it, but let's see the tea time.
Pretty standard buyout here from both of these teams. A little bit conservative here on Exotic and Rapid Robbie, but TT fan out is a lot different from what we've seen. Trill, the only man towards A's side, might be able to pick off Exotic if he catches him in time.
We need it here.
Wow. Running straight at him with the dig. Boost up here on Mizesquad. That could catch the T's off guard if they decide to rush into B, and indeed that is where they are positioned for. Looks like maybe a rotate was called as KMZ moves towards connector. He is smoked out, so a lot of hesitation, but here comes the waterfall.
Pixel's out first. He goes down to Mizesquad. Flame forces him out of position. Retro knows there's one in fan, but he's looking for Cat.
Wow.
They run around behind him. Zyphos. KMZ trying to find one back. And in market right now. They're spamming out. Exotic gets one firing into the smoke on Zyphos. 2v3 now. Exotic still shooting some bullets.
These smokes dividing the site so cleanly.
Logo unknown putting himself in a great spot there.
Now the 1v1 and Aegis is panicking a little bit. Exotic has control of the bomb, but
Exotic being patient. He moves into the corner and claps him down.
Yeah, Mizesquad took so much time setting up that boost properly, allowing Mizesq to get up on the box. But that Molotov, I don't know if they anticipated the boost or it was just sheer luck. They managed to just smoke him out and frag him immediately, so all that effort just went to nothing. And after that, it was just a matter of getting onto site. A close call there at the end, but A just managed to pull through in the 1v1 clutch.
Can the tea time make it a foursome? They've got their bags packed. They're able to afford the green fees. Can they get a tea time?
Insane sprays through the smoke here at top mid. Unable to fully take down 2, but it does do a lot of damage to at least 2 of their players and does all of it to 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially given all that they had was pistols. Way to get something out of the deal there. And now they've got 4 stacked on A, expecting the rush to come that way, and they have guessed correctly for now.
Yeah, Trill playing super patiently. He knows what happened to his teammates. Doesn't want it to happen to him too. But they also got to be worried about the rotate flank.
Here they come out now. Aegis finds one onto Rapid Robbie. Now he jumps towards jungle. The rotate coming from KMZ. May have a shot. One. Looking for it.
His teammate poked out just in time. Blocked his fire.
Nice smoke on CT though. Prevented. And then Aegis immediately turns to cover that way. Fires on top of the box. Zypho saw one behind the box there, but didn't shoot it. Now see how it looks. Spraying for the fire. Trill gets KMZ.
Last man alive in connector, but unfortunately he's not on the wallbang side for a sick clip for Aegis. So he's going to have to go for the flank. However, Trill, with all that low HP, he would be expected to play conservatively, but instead he's one of those closest to Mizq.
Oh, right in the dome.
Wow. A Glock on burst versus a dude with his knife out. Who wins?
Clearly he wanted to examine the Glockenspiels.
Music to his ears as they head into round 9. 4-4, Kago, T-Time, and Mizesquad all tied up in this very back and forth game.
Op given over to Trill there.
Yeah,
So
we've
they
seen him
continue
work
to
with it
feed
in the
him.
past.
Yeah.
We saw the op on Zyphos and Trill on Train, I believe. Both of them getting a little bit of work done with it. Mirage, however, is a very different map. I'm curious to see how they exploit the long sight lines.
Pixel pushing aggressively. Now pinched in between 2 grenades. Mizesquad's gonna push up. This could be dangerous.
It doesn't go around the corner.
Pixel does go down there.
Wow. Mizesq with a very clever pop flash. I didn't think it was going to go around the corner. And I don't think it did either, but he just managed to win the aim duel anyway because he was forced to look away.
Here's smokes coming into A. Some flashes. Force their way out. There's 3 out A ramp. They saw one jump over quad box, one in the very back. Goes down. Exotic and Rapid Robbie take one down. Rapid Robbie does die.
Wow. A tempest of taps takes them all down. All terrorists on the site.
So, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
tried to
right
go
now,
alliterative, but
Exotic 13-2-5, leading all scorers in the game. So what I'm saying is, make a substitution.
Yeah, might as well. Exotic is absolutely tearing up Kago T-Time on this map. And yeah, Mizesquad does already have the advantage. They managed to win game 1 16-11 on Train. But now with this kind of switch pick into Exotic on Mirage, now things are running better than them forever.
But we saw the same situation earlier with Azio and Maui. You know, bringing them in. So all these teams showing, hey, we do have to switch up our rosters. We can show you a little bit more, and maybe it just works better against that particular comp.
Yeah. Maui Squad proved it, and if anything, this is just more of a proof of concept. However, Mizesquad, despite that switch in of Exotic, not doing too hot this round. 2 have already fallen to Kago T-Time. Make that 3. As Rapid
Now
Robbie
A is-
joins his comrades.
A is clear. KMZ is going to try.
Oh, okay, okay.
Almost had that flick.
Yeah, gave me a little bit of a heart attack there. But Bixel lives to see another day. 5 versus 1. Exotic just trying to save his P90.
Keep your gun on a swivel.
Wow, maybe he's not looking to save. Is he gonna really try to go for this? One errant bullet can cause the death of a Kago T-Time member, but fortunately it isn't enough. And he does fall. Trill the only one to fall for Kago T-Time, however.
All of them in the 2000s, they can't buy anything on the CT side.
Yeah, it's rough, especially when you're up against the AWP in the hands of the Ts. That means the mid control is basically theirs, and they can, from there, just go as they please, and the rotates are going to be slow.
You know, we say that one time they did spam. Although we see a B set up here, I think truly for the first time from Kago.
Yeah, interesting. Trill is actually going in first, just trying to poke out anyone who might be standing at Van.
There's
Maybe
nobody
get
at
a
B.
decent glimpse of market.
There's nobody on site, and as soon as they realize that, they will plant the bomb.
Yeah, they're a little bit scared, though. I mean, the op going first doesn't mean that they have the mobility they would if, say, an AK was. And now Exotic is going to be there to slow him down.
Retro's trying to come up behind. Exotic, yes, working from market. Zyphos and Bixel each get one. Now the rush in. Oh, the Tay's trying to come out from Exotic. Logo says, no, thank you. I don't want any of that. Bixel gets a nice spray to the spawn.
Good D shots out. Honestly, if Mizesquad is going even and is actually about to go under 5-6 in favor of Kago, that doesn't bode well for their T side at all. I mean, Mirage, while being fairly balanced, is notoriously a CT-biased map. I don't want to say sided. But both of these teams play very puggy. They don't use nades the way we've seen a couple of other teams like Axion use them. We aren't seeing these complicated smoke setups to take A. We just see aim duels, run in, get your kills, plant the bomb. So maybe that advantage
here, I think, look at the gunpowder difference. Just absolutely nothing for my squad to work with.
No, it's a total eco, but like you said, if they go towards mid, just spam through the smoke, they can get something out of it. And that's how they won the last eco. They can do it again.
Rapid Robbie manages to get one nice and early on Trill.
Aegis
Palace is
on the
about
side.
to have some fun here. Mizesquad makes the nice 1 dig on the Aegis' dome.
You talked about the gun difference, but look at what it's got them. Now they're down 2 men.
Rapid Robbie makes another one. They're up 5-2 here. Pixel gets one. He's sitting in a bad spot, though. He could be pinned in here very shortly.
Rapid Robbie definitely spotted the man.
Oh, the
no-scope on the rotate! Rapid Robbie, what a champion. Gets the no-scope, stole the gun from the first guy, and uses it to kill his teammate. Brutal, but necessary if they want to win this game. Mizesquad tying it up again 6-6, but again, my hopes are not high. I mean, Mizesquad is going even. Yeah, you can't say this is particularly in either team's favor. But when it comes to the half and these teams switch, unless it's a 6-9, I can't see Mizesquad taking this. Fairly standard rotate. They go out towards B. Pretty confidently, Trill with that op is positioned towards mid, not trying to give up control. Over KMZ is there to back him up.
Against Mizesquad and Retro.
Wow. Very tight angle there through the smoke.
Bixel gets Mizesquad after he takes down Zyphos. Now they should be able to work into the site here. There's one on Cat. Logo unknown finds it. I know, I keep trying to do it. I keep trying to call him Logan.
Yeah, but notice how he didn't even bother to check towards bench. There's this certain level of, I don't know if it's confidence or stupidity, where they're just like, we're going to take this site and I don't care what it comes to, you know? I guess bravery is the term I should use.
I don't know. Maybe I keep calling him Logan because I'm just expecting Wolverine. He's definitely trying to carry his team.
He definitely is. I mean, looking at the scoreboard, 13-8, he's the only one with more than 10. Actually, Zyphos also comes in with 10 kills.
Center there, yep.
Wow, this is not looking good.
A little bit more diversity. Retro sitting only on 3 kills is very unfortunate for his team.
Yeah, he's not picking up. Granted, a couple of the frags that he had in the last match that we saw, the one on Train, he really came through as a in-the-clutch, kind of in-the-pocket player. So you give him an angle, you tell him to hold it, and he does well. Sin is the same way, but unfortunately he was taken out in favor of Exotic. Maybe he's just not feeling the role the way that Sin was when he was guarding Pop Dog, like a bulldog.
Really interesting, but what all's going on here? This back and forth. Nobody wants to give this up, even a little bit.
Yeah, but if you win T-side on Mirage, like, come on. Crazy spray through the smoke there.
Control takes him down.
And Kago is just steamrolling over the mid. There's not a whole lot that Mizesquad can do about it. At least nothing that they haven't already tried.
Logo spamming into connector. Manages to get it. Mizesquad goes down. It's now a 4-on-2. Rapid Robbie's in Palace. Plays it correctly. He may end up behind everybody. He's got an AK, so he's got enough firepower, but he's going to be warded off by some fire there. Help needs to move into jungle. But unfortunately, Logo Unknown is in ladder room.
They're saving again. I mean, 6-8 in favor of T at the end of Mirage. I mean, this could very well be a 6-9. Looking at the economic situation, Mizesquad is not going to full buy. Some of their boys are dead broke, Mize and KMZ specifically. A 6-9 half is not where you want to be at the end of Mirage.
No, especially on your map you chose. Kago's got a nice little long shot there. Oh, but Exotic gets the point blank and turns and flicks again.
Fortunately, it's too late, but what a champ. Almost takes down a third for his trouble, but unfortunately just winds up losing his op. So 3-piece for him, Exotic at 18-9, by far the best player in the server, but not on the best team in the server.
Whew. Yeah, like you said, 9-6, the situation they were looking down, and now very potentially imminent. They have almost no guns, buyouts, 2 CZs, UMPs, a little bit of utility to work with, and we'll see what they can do with it.
Yeah, they have plenty of flashes, but not enough smokes that you really want in order to defend against this kind of sites.
Here's the rush from Robbie. The only automatic manages to take down Trill. Local Unknown takes him down.
Yeah, I doubt they were expecting that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it provided a whole lot. They do take down Trill, though, but...
KMZ may have a shot here at Zyphos. Mid. Depends if he looks for it. Moved up to Cat, he's going to have to turn around. Pull out left, but...
Yeah, but even then, that mid-range makes it a dubious proposition at best.
Now his
Meanwhile,
teammate
Retro
died.
peak.
He pulls it off. But still, that could have been avoided had KMZ just been a little bit more aggressive and seen the guy moving up.
Yeah, I mean, just... The thing is, they've been able to get a couple of kills, but only one gun has been able to get taken away. Zyphos' AK, I believe, is in the hands of KMZ.
Pixel likely made the call here. This last guy's coming under that, so he's going to come behind bomb here.
Retro
trying to transfer to market. Pixel's going to have a great setup for here. He's got one. He's going to molly down a way that nobody's going to come. There's one market, there's one apartments. He moves back to half bench, half wall.
Oof, Exotic takes out one. Now it's just Pixel in the clutch. So it isn't going to be a 6-9, but it is going to be a 7-8.
That's huge, actually. That's multiple economy rounds done really well. And there's a little bit of BM for teammates.
It gets reset next round.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Just bros being dudes.
Yeah, at the time you can afford to do it and it doesn't cost you anything.
Logo Unknown definitely coming through as the star fragger for Kago Tea Time. You know, I think it's the anime girl profile pictures.
I'm guessing so.
There's a meta. They've got 2, and they're winning. Mizesquad has 1, and they're losing. I'm not saying correlation is causation. Just observing.
Well, but, you know, HTT is down 1 game.
You're right. This is deeper.
So,
maybe
Hokago's got to impress Senpai. And, you know, performance is okay for now, but they're not running away with it yet.
Yeah, not quite. Gotta show the Kohais what's up.
Notice me, Senpai.
もちろん、お前たちも日本語は分かったことが、本当に、お前は日本語は分からないですよね。日本語分からないのか。
Whatever he said.
もちろん。Oh, you don't speak Japanese? Dude, all the kids nowadays.
Yeah, and we've been over this. You're a kid, I'm an old man.
I'm not a kid. I'm legally an adult. I can't drink, but I'm legally an adult.
You can't even drink.
I can join the military. I can vote.
Yeah. You can go kill yourself for the military, but you can't buy an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah. Meanwhile, speaking of military,
4 out of A ramp, all 4 out A ramp. Bixel's got a retreat. Trill gets KMZ. Rabbit Robbie drops Bixel. Here's the bomb plant. 2 moving up CT. It's Aegis and Zyphos.
Wow. Trill trapped in jungle for so long. Yeah, you got a kill for it instead of getting whacked himself. Now 4v3 and the retake looks pretty straightforward, but Exotic proves that it's not so. But Trill, oh my god, going huge. Is this gonna be an ace?
No, Retro Q says, not if I have anything to do about it. He's pinned in now in an unfortunate spot. Oh, and Logo runs out of ammo at the wrong time.
What?
And Retro Q goes 4 seconds.
What the hell is this game? with a single Glock, he avenged his teammate, denied an ace, and then managed to clutch out a 1v3.
Avenge me, Stan! Avenge me!
Retro Q going from one of the low-key fraggers to being one of the most clutch players in the server right now. My squad.
Another 1-4 split. Retro Q pushing up on A ramp. He's already out to Tetris. Nobody really saw him come out, to my knowledge. He's got the AK. He gets Bixel with one. There's another there with him on site. He's going to pull a lot of noise. Here comes the full rotate.
Wow.
He's leaving B, and here comes his squad in to plant the bomb at B.
Retro Q doing a great job of not only baiting the rotate, but taking down 2 in the process with that AK-47. Again, Retro Q went from a literal who to, oh my god, a literal what?
Managing to overcome their downsets of money.
Yeah.
Winning some big rounds at the right time.
You know what, I might have to take it back. My squad putting this up 9-8. I mean, granted, it is still the eco rounds, but if team worked out so well for Kago, it might just work out well for my squad too. Rapid Robbie, Aegis in the 1v1. The upper
the
position.
Danger, though, to start the game, my squad won 4 of 5 to start. Now they're already won 2-0 of the second round. This is not looking good for HTT, despite the tightness in 9-8 score right now.
Yeah, my squad has proven themselves pretty potent at the pistol rounds. I think this is the 3rd one they've won out of the last 4 that we've seen them play. Not sure how they did last game, but something's going on. My SQ is pretty much dead.
So people want to know, WTF is this series? They all want to know, can't you hear the locomotion? All the commotion, that is the hype train. Erotic takes down Pixel, Retro takes down Aegis. Managed to get 1 back, but KMZ and Rapid Robbie push in and take down 2 more. It's a 4-on-1. And there goes Trill. He is not hustling and he is not grinding. 10-8 for my squad.
What the hell is going on? These guys are killing each other almost as much as they're killing the other guys. Looking at the scoreboard now, I think Logo Unknown is no longer, he's only got 18 kills now. So now Exotic really is the best player in the server. 20 and 12 from him, looking very impressive, but unfortunately KMZ and Mizesquad not doing as good as they could be. Mizesquad, might as well call it Exotics.
Managed to hit Mize there with the knife, so we'll see if being short 13 HP hurts. They're setting up for the A push. Retro tries to come out, takes a little too much. Here comes the smoke for Palace. That'll be nice. That'll allow them time to reset up here. Mizesquad, Rapid Robbie, and KMZ in there. KMZ sitting on the bomb at the moment.
Bixel and Aegis trying to set up a crossfire for Palace. Once that smoke clears, hell's going to break loose, and there's only 2 people on A site directly, and 2 of them are way over in B site. Trill with the early rotation, but it's all a matter of when. If the timing's off, they can cost
Here's
a round.
Push out. 2 come out. 3 come out of Palace.
Whoa.
3 go down. Tetris goes down. Aegis takes down 3. Trill picks up number 4.
Wow, incredible read on the rotate. That flash pretty much caught everyone. I mean, once the teams flashed each other, Aegis and Trill were the only ones who could see in the entire site, and they just used it to their advantage. It's now an MP9 coming out from Bixel, another gun that we've kind of seen pop up every now and again. We've talked about the jumping accuracy, but the fact that it basically tickles through armor. And would you guys stop knifing each other? I swear to God.
Takes down Retro with that op shot. Rapid Robbie returns the favor with an AK to the dome. And here's the fire to potentially stop the Palace rush. They do smoke it to come out, but outside this is a great line. Wow. Fires down, but dies. Not able to take anyone down. Aegis is finally there to help. Pops 1 in the dome, takes down Mizesquad with that.
And Mizesquad serving as a bit of a support rifle. It really gives the team a lot of breathing room. And it looks like Rapid Robbie is giving a similar service to his own team. And now the bomb goes down. Bixel, the only one left.
He's going to be coming in through apartments. He just got spotted out. And Exotic finishes him.
11-9 in favor of my squad. What's going on? I thought this map was supposed to be CT-sided. I'm looking like a dork right now.
There are always exceptions to any rule.
Of course, but this is more than a rule. It's a law. Mirage is T-sided. How else can I blame my losses? This map is why I'm not DMG, by the way. So as they move towards mid, looks like a fairly standard setup in the anti-eco for the terrorist round. They aren't opting to use any of the SMGs that the CTs were using, like the MP9, but, you know, it's
still working his pistol perfection, takes down 1, but gets taken in response. Aegis with the CZ takes down Palace. Got a 2v3 at the moment. Rapid Robbie's firing down into Trill. Made that one look nice and easy. Exotic's gonna get the plant down. Wow, Exotic shooting his own teammates. There is so much wow and a lot of flame.
They are not winning enough to be this confident. Like, no, you're 2 rounds ahead. Come on, you're an eco away from losing.
Very close to the way. Logo manages to take down Rapid Robbie. P250 already worth his 300. Takes down another. He saw the third one there. His buddy. Exotic helped shoot Retro. If they'd have lost that round because of that, that would have been very unfair.
Yeah, no, if I would be...
I mean, I just... That was...
Okay.
At what point do you just like not turn and knife your own teammate?
How are you supposed to like be serious when things like that happen? Like, how are you supposed to like? This is a very serious tournament.
Mizesquad moving into the position of strength they were in last time, taking the separation at the right time here at the end. They're trying to close. They're trying to finish it out. Rapid Robbie, he manages to find Aegis. Push out. There's one down connector. So 2 down A site. There's a third one connector. That's Pixel. He took down KMZ. He's gonna go down himself. Smoked for CT, and there's one currently in jungle area.
Interesting boost here from Rapid Robbie and Retro.
Just hiding and jumping and bouncing. Cypher.
Wow, what a shot from Mize.
Got point blank ops. Logo unknowns all alone. He's taking just a lot of spam fire. Managed to connect with a grenade, but not a kill.
Yeah, pretty much everyone here is pretty far from 100 health.
Catches the waterfall there with a nice shot. Now they're going to rush at him. Oh, but teammates shooting each other in the back. Rapid Robbie says, I'm getting these kills.
Okay.
And then Mize, wow.
I don't know what's up with this, but it seems like whenever they like started to like BM and stab each other, they've started to just win more and more rounds. Is it like a mental thing? Like, is Hokago a little bit tilted maybe?
Unsure of what's happening here.
I don't know what it is, but I love it though. It makes for entertaining CS.
Retro sitting on just the deagle at the moment. That's the unfortunate thing of killing all your teammates is maybe not everybody can buy.
Or maybe they can't. They just won't.
Looks like they're gonna make an A rush out of this. Yep, surrounding it from all sides. KMZ gets one with the AK. Now Pushman gets one under Palace. Mai's got another. KMZ Retro picking up.
You know, great situational awareness there by KMZ, picking up a 3-piece with fries and a biscuit for himself.
Exotic shot 2 teammates there.
That's just normal. That's like our new normal.
They're pulling it off, but it could be very dangerous for them if they continue to play like this throughout the tournament. I know they're in the winners bracket, or it's like, you know, the upper bracket right now. They still have a loss to give, but man, got to really question, you know, if they throw it away.
Yeah.
So right now in the driver's seat for sure. They're already up 1 game. They're looking to put it away. Only need 2 more rounds really. So, and there's a nice kill from Trill under Rapid Robbie.
Wow, what an incredible headshot from Aegis. I'm sure brags that that's intentional. Meanwhile, KMZ a little bit pinned down. And Molly giving him nowhere to run but Tetris. And Bixel's ready for him, but can he get the right angle? Indeed he does. That's another kill for him. And now Retro, the last man standing.
Retro already shot a teammate this round.
Karma. You know, I think at this point, right now, that they're about to lose this round, they're thinking to themselves, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have killed myself like 4 times with frag grenades. It's just something about it.
We've seen games go to the distance. That's just what concerns me after, you know, all that we've been seeing here. I mean, $1,500, that can pay, if you're even in the region.
That's everything.
Your stay alone is covered.
Yeah, you know? Your stay, your gas money. I imagine a lot of your food is also covered. Just $1,500 in travel expense, that's a lot of money.
Shout out to my favorite place, right across from the Austin Convention Center. Micheladas, they have an awesome fried chicken. As well as, of course, micheladas, as the name would suggest.
Okay, did you know that people from outside of Texas don't understand chicken fried steak? Like, they don't get if it's chicken or steak. And you have to explain to them that it is steak. It's just fried in a chicken-like manner.
Yeah, it's fried in a chicken-style batter. But even better, I'm a chicken fried chicken man. So, the steak can be delicious, but give me the chicken fried chicken first.
I prefer the steak, but I respect the chicken option. I feel like it's more down to the roots. The only upset part of it that I have, though, is that chicken fried chicken, there just has to be a better name. But fried chicken is taken. Crazy D shots coming out from Retro into the heads of Bixel. And Terrell busts back with one of his own. Or Trill, not Terrell.
Rock. KMZ's got the option, looking for one back there. Manages to pick 2 in a row. And Exotic picks up number 3, looking over the shoulder of his buddy. That's 15-10.
That's match point for Mizesquad. And remember, they are one game up in this best-of-3 series. This could be the last round of today's matches here on the road to DreamHack Austin. A little bit of BM by Retro. I want to say, Retro has definitely been the dark horse of this match. You know, he gets the super clutch kills. We saw his prowess clutching in the 1v3 in the pistol. And even now, he's not afraid to talk mess.
To add to note, I don't think we covered it. Azio did beat Intact eSports 2-0. Those scores on Inferno 16-9 and 16-7 on Mirage. So they are through, I believe, to the finals for the upper bracket.
Winners finals. Really weird setup, by the way. I don't think we got a chance to talk about from Mizesquad. 2 ops and a scout. But it looks like KMZ's making it work. Zyphos is the one man left standing.
and he's got that Slag 7, so I'm not quite sure what he's going to be able to pull off here.
Yeah, unless he can somehow finagle around with some sightlines, there's really not a whole lot to do. When he's trapped in T-squad or trapped in T-spawn, you might as well take out the P2K and just hope for the best. Coming up through A ramp now.
Looks like he's not giving up just yet to go for it.
KMZ at that low health, and he gets one shot off. If he takes down Mize here,
he got him. KMZ's got 7 damage. All he's got to do is ding him. Oh! Zyphos gets the knife kill. Run around. Can he get
No. Okay.
Nice from KMZ to finish it 16-10.
Alright, Mizesquad, I don't like you guys one bit, but y'all play some entertaining CSGO, and for that you get a pass. So I think that's pretty much it for today's games on the road to DreamHack. As you heard earlier, Azio will be up against Mizesquad in the winners finals, which will then be going on to Grands for the grand prize, 5 BYOC premium ticks, along with 1,500 in travel support. So best of luck to them tomorrow.